My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. I've worked about 10,000 cases. I'm a national expert in IRS tax debt relief. I'm a Christian. I have been to seminary, and it's been my pleasure serving both the secular and Christian community really for years. And I have worked, like I said, about 10,000 cases. As a former agent, I've kind of worked every single case possible. And as a general rule, I give free tax consultations and help you at least understand the problem you have, the scope of the problem you have, and how to relieve the problem, in fact, that you have. Anytime that you owe back tax, there's a certain amount of bondage that you have, a certain part of restlessness that you have within you. And one of the things that everyone has to deal with this, whether you're a Christian or not, is how to deal with this debt, manage the debt, and get the debt really behind you. I have people, pastors call me, bishops call me, everyone's called me, every political figures, everyone. They've been dealing with this debt, and there's no way to get around it. But, you have to go ahead and deal with this really straight up. So just as a general rule, let me just tell you about how you deal with the problem. First of all, we have to find out what the problem is. How you do that is you pull IRS transcripts up and you find out what the scope of the issue is. I never believe the client, not because I don't want to believe them, but they don't have really all the facts. So a transcript lets me know what's been filed, what's not been filed. The next thing I want to know, are all your tax returns filed? Have to get them all filed. I got to clear the problem up. Next thing I want to make sure is you're making your current estimate tax payments. That is your stop the problem. The big thing when you're a former IRS agent and you want to help the people, you've got to stop the problem. I got to stop the cycle of what's going on. So by filing your returns, contacting IRS, giving them a power of attorney, and letting them know that we're going to go ahead and represent you is the way to go. I don't work any other way. If you don't do the things that I'm telling you, I don't do the representation. Then you have to come up with a short-term solution and a long-term solution if you owe IRS debt of any kind, especially for the Christian, because they know the Holy Spirit has been grinding on them all the time, relentlessly about getting this. You try to suppress the knowledge of the truth, as it says in Romans, but it's hard. You just can't do that. During tax time, it comes up. You just got to start with a call to me or another Christian person, but get your returns done. How is IRS going to, in fact, deal with this issue they have? You're going to want to give IRS a financial statement, really not through you, through really a professional person who's going to evaluate your case. And there's three solutions you're generally going to have on a case. IRS will either put your case in a hardship, a payment plan, or you can settle your debt through the offer and compromise. I'm not going to go into detail on this because generally when I do an intake of the case, I interview the person. I like to find out where they are spiritually. I like to help deal with the spiritual problem they have. And then we go into looking at the debt issue of the case. But IRS is going to take a financial statement on you, a 433 ARF, and make a determination whether they're going to close your case with a currently non-collectible, a hardship, a payment agreement, or an offer and compromise. There's only one way to deal with this, and deal with this is head on. I know most people have been dealing with this, and when they call, they have such relief. I do pray with all my clients, and at least when you call me, you're going to hear the truth. You don't have to retain me, but at least you're going to have the knowledge of what the truth is, because the truth will go ahead and set you free. Anyway, I appreciate you listening, and if you ever have any questions, you can go ahead and just leave a comment, or you can call me. But I am a highly sought out expert in the IRS tax resolution. Being a Christian is a real bonus to me. If you would you leave me a subscription today? It's not that I crave these. YouTube will put me up if I get more subscriptions. It really doesn't make a lot of difference to me. The Lord does the blessing, but at least YouTube blesses me if I have a subscription. You're welcome to call me, give you a free evaluation. If anything, you'll go ahead and hear the truth. Bless you all.